Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we're solving January 2024 Unit 1 question 7. So let's get started. Cystic fibrosis is an inherited disorder caused by mutation in the gene coding for the CFTR protein. So it's a disease which is an inherent disorder. It means that you get it from your parents, you inherit it disorder, and it happens due to the mutation in the gene coding for the CFTR protein. Explain how this mutation results in reduced gas exchange in the lungs. So if CFTR protein is produced faultily, that means that the CFTR protein cannot function properly, or it cannot do its function more efficiently, right? Okay, so it will not be able to do its function more efficiently. And what will it do? What will be the CFTR's problem? That it will make a protein which is not used for that purpose, right? It will make a wrong protein, or as it is coded in a wrong wise, it will make a wrong or faulty protein. Okay, so in that result, what will happen? It will happen that the mucus will be very sticky, or it will be very thick, and that's why gases will not be able to move through the mucus properly. Okay, so let's see the answer. CFTR protein cannot function properly. The dysfunction of it is that it will produce a faulty protein. Mucus will be very thick and sticky. Gases will not be able to move properly through the mucus. Okay, let's go to B. The number of new cases of cystic fibrosis in the USA in 2015 was 964. It was 964. It is predicted that this value will have a fall into 839. It will get reduced by 2025. Calculate the predicted percentage decrease in the number of new cases from 2015 to 2025. So percentage decrease is final minus initial divided by initial into 100. Okay, so here the final value is 839. The initial value is 964. So the answer will be negative, right? And it says the percentage decrease. So if we don't put the minus in it, that's fine. Okay, because the answer wants percentage decrease. Okay, so let's say the answer 839 minus 964 divided by 964 into 100. So it's 12.96%, approximately 13%. It's fine if you leave the answer like this. But yeah, if in question, if it says specifically that you need to give a whole number or into decimal places, just try to keep only one number that time according to the question. Okay, give the answer. Here it didn't say anything specifically that leave the question into decimal places or the whole number, so I just gave things example in both ways. Both are correct. Explain why the number of cases could fall. So why the number of cases could fall? Because in future the genetic screening can get more improved, right? It can get more better. So due to that, more carriers of the CFT or with the faulty CFTR gene will be identified, right? And more couples choosing IVF because it's really common nowadays between couples. What happens if we take IVF? IVF, in vitro fertilization. It helps in identifying the affected embryo, and then we just eliminate it. It's quite unethical. So more couple choosing not to have child. If more couples choose not to have a child, then they're carriers. If the parents are carrier, then they have a chance to produce a faulty baby. So if the parents decided no, we're not going to take a baby, so the number can decrease in the future, right? So let's see the answer. uh, More slash improved genetic screening, more carriers identified, more couples choosing IVF, identification of affected embryo, it's more reliable, more couples choosing not to have a child. As the frequency of the CF allele decreases in the population, there will be a decrease in the CF phenotype. If the more migration slash change in population diversity. One complication of cystic fibrosis is lung disease caused by the build-up of bacteria in the airways. Okay. One complication of cystic fibrosis is lung disease caused by the build-up of bacteria in the airways. This may be due to the this may be due to the inability of the person to clear mucus from the airways. People with cystic fibrosis can inhale a salt solution to treat their symptoms. They can inhale a salt solution like salt with water. This gives improvements in the clearness of mucus, lung function, and quality of life for a short time. It's short time method. It has been suggested that pre-treatment with drug A could extend the effect of inhalation of a salt solution. Okay, so it says that the pre-treatment with drug A can extend the effect of the inhalation of salt solution. It can extend it, the intake of drug A. Okay. So here what does the question says? It says that devise an investigation to determine if pre-treatment with drug A is more effective than inhalation of a salt solution on its own. Okay. So understand the question first. In this type of question, it's really necessary to understand what the question wants from us. Okay. So let me read it once out. Okay, so it says that devise an investigation to determine if pre-treatment with drug A, pre-treatment with drug A is more effective than inhalation of salt solution on its own. So it says that we need to do an investigation to determine if the treatment with drug A is more effective than the inhalation of salt solution. Okay. Okay, so in this investigation, what we're going to do is that we need to have a 2 or 3 group of patient with CF with the cystic fibrosis disease, minimum of 6 people to increase the reliability of the experiment, and then one of the group will, for example, group A and group B. So one of the group will receive drug A as their treatment and the other will receive a placebo. Okay. And then it needs to be a large number of patients in each group for the as I said before, for the reliability of the experiment. And so for validity, for the validity of the experiment, we need to keep things constant among the patient. For example, their sex or their age, we need to keep it as much as constant we can to improve for the more validity of the experiment. And we need to make sure that the patients we're working on should not receive any other medications other than the drug A and placebo, because we're going to ask them about the effect of that drug on them. Okay, so these things needed to be done for a investigation to be done. And we can also do a double blind method, and to avoid any kind of bias or we should not know what is double blind method, and that the doctor will not know which group is receiving drug A and which group is receiving placebo, so that we don't become biased on them. Okay, it's for the investigation purpose. And what things need to be measured: the volume or the mass of the mucus removed to see if the clearness of the mucus has improved or not. Lung function test. So how can we do the lung function test? For example, this pyrometer or peak flow, okay, to see if the lungs function has improved or not. Okay, so let's see the answer. Regime outlined: before inhalation, drug A must be administered because they're looking for a pre-treatment. A placebo needs to be given to another group. A placebo can be, as I said before, a solution to see the effect of drug A over no pre-treatment. Okay, inhalation daily, as it is unlikely to stay in the body for very long. Run trials for a week, like minimum 4 weeks, as a result will not be immediate. Designs of trial: 2/3 group of patients with CF minimum 6 per group, one to receive a drug and the other to receive a placebo. Large number of patients in each group for rapidity, and the patient should be of similar age, sex, and severity of the CF, like have the same disease or have the same kind of problem in them for its validity. Should not receive any other medications, as this may ask the effect of drug A and inhalation. As I said before, double blind trial, and to avoid any kind of biasness in it. What is measured: volume or mass of the mucus which is removed to see if clearness of mucus has removed. Lung function test: parameter peak flow to see if lungs function has improved. Give a questionnaire to ask question, so that's questionnaire to assess improvements in quality of life, as these are the parameters being tested. Use of statistics to analyze the result to determine the significance of the data. So this is the end of question 3. Sorry, this is the end of question 7. See you next day. Bye bye.